Okay, so today I have to make some more homemade mayonnaise. So this is the recipe. I use 2 egg whites. I use a little less than 1.5 cups of oil because I don't want it to be I want it to be on the thicker side. And I use a mild tasting oil. I use a what is this oil I use? Yep, I actually use sunflower. That's what they have, sunflower. And that's exactly what I use, sunflower. But you can use any mild tasting oil that you have. And then white wine vinegar or apple cider vinegar. I actually use some leftover pickle juice for the vinegar part. And then also 1 tablespoon of lime. And I actually just juiced a lime. I juiced my lime. There's the juicer. Poured it in. A pinch of salt. I didn't use salt because the seasoning that I put in the mayonnaise already has salt in it. So no additional salt from me. And you can do it without any seasoning, or you can put seasoning in that doesn't have salt contained in it, and then you can put a pinch of salt in. A small pinch of sugar. Put in the sugar, or more if you like. Dijon mustard. I do not put mustard in. I don't know, you can put any seasoning you want. You can make any kind of oil you want. So here it is, all put together. I want to make sure it rests, make sure the oil separates from the egg. And there's the seasoning there. There's a yolk. Let's see if I can show you the bottom. I don't know, see? So there we go. And you can let it rest for 15 minutes just to make sure everything separates out. Then I have a immersion blender that I'm going to use. It's the immersion blender. And plug it in. And let's untie this. I guess I should have done that first. Alright, so I'm supposed to unplug the light. And I don't know what it's going to look like if I unplug the light. It's going to be dark. So I think I'm going to take this process and move it over to this counter. And because there's a plug, turn on this little light right there. You know what? I'm just going to keep it close to the stove. Plug it in. Plug the blender in. And stretch it over to the stove. I can stretch it over. Different plug, stretch it, and there we go. Alright, let me just switch hands. I'm dissolving some sugar, 2 cups of sugar in with 1 cup of water, and then I'm going to make sweetened condensed milk with powdered milk in the blender. Alright, the regular blender, not the immersion blender. Up some, get the immersion blender in, make sure it's working. Oh, I don't like this one too much. It's so hard to hold this one. Yes, you see I'm having some difficulty doing this with one hand. Alright, put the blender in, turn it on. This one you have to push it down, and then in. Pulse, but with one hand, I really can't do the pulsing. But you can see how it's changing from the liquid to the oil thickness. The oil is thick. I'm going to get away from my paper. My recipe. Not as thick. See how thick it is? Just work it all around in there. That's how we make homemade mayonnaise. And you can do any flavor you want. It's yours. There we go. Let's get the blender. See, look at the thickness of that stuff. comes together, it's good. Make sure you turn the immersion blender off beforehand because it will come splattering everywhere if you don't. Okay, well, there's the mayonnaise. All done. Oh, okay, now we have mayonnaise. Put it in the refrigerator. It gets nice and cold the way you like it. Blend it down. And I'll just set the blender there. Mayonnaise, yay! Unplug it. And then I'm going to scrape all that stuff off. And I'm going to put it in with this one. Oop. And be done. And then I have to clean the blender. And I'll just wash it outside with soap and water. And then immerse the blender in some water with soap and turn it on and clean it, kind of like you do a regular stand-up blender. You know, you can put water and soap in it and turn it on and blend it up, and it cleans the blades. So that's it. Thanks for watching.